Still pretty hot outside, but not nearly as unbearable as they were earlier in the week. And we're expecting to see cooler temperatures in the next couple days. 85 by midnight, 76 by 7 a.m., and then 91 by lunchtime. Let's start Local 2 News right now.
Next, a high-speed chase in Ector County ends with gunfire tonight. We hear from a neighbor, and you might be surprised by what you learn. Those details right ahead. Also, an act of kindness with a police badge. 2 Amarillo officers brightening a 6-year-old's day. Find out how. And catching Pokemon this weekend, we have a few Poke tips to keep you safe while capturing the virtual creatures. All that and more coming up.
Live from Midland, Odessa, and Big Spring, we're Basin Trusted, Basin Proud. This is Local 2 News at 10 in HD.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Lauren Chopea. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday night with us for Local 2 News at 10. And we begin tonight in Ector County. It all started with a stolen vehicle out of Andrews, leading to a high-speed chase and then gunfire, leaving a man in the hospital. Ector County deputies say the pursuit ended here at the intersection of FM 1936 and Interstate 20 late last night. And tonight we learned the suspect, George Alfaro, remains in the intensive care unit. This, of course, comes after officers say Alfaro took out a pistol and fired a shot at a deputy. Local 2's Lupi Zapata starts us off live in the newsroom tonight with more details. Lupi, what can you tell us?
Lauren, I spoke to a resident who lives next door to where the high-speed pursuit ended. She tells me this area of West Odessa is relatively quiet, but when she learned about the crash last night, she wasn't surprised.
Ambulance en route, unknown status at this time. I-20 in Farmark Road, 1936, Halliburton Yard. Believed to be officer involved. I believe it was a fleeing vehicle that went through a fence, and deputy called out shots fired.
Mangled metal and damaged cars, the only remnants from Friday night's high-speed chase in West Odessa. The driver of a stolen truck out of Andrews crashed through a fence at the Halliburton Yard, striking 2 company vehicles. Ector County deputies told me he then exited the vehicle with a pistol and fired a shot, causing the deputy on scene to fire back, sending the suspect to the hospital. I visited with Yvonne Harbin, who lives next door to where the pursuit ended, and she tells me this isn't the first time a crash like this has happened in the area.
Before Halliburton, we'd had 5 or 6 of them run through there, you know, and hit that cattle guard and hit the rancher had put up a, even put a big old yellow tank across there, and they hit that.
Here where FM 1936 and I-20T intersect, there are road signs notifying drivers that the road ends in 1,000 feet. But if you look directly behind me, the 500-foot marker doesn't exist.
Then I had a guy come over around that overpass one time, come over here and miss. You couldn't get a piece of paper between my fence and him, you know, so we get a little excitement.
She has this one simple request for anyone coming through this area of West Odessa.
Oh, please slow down. Just slow down. Stop and visit if you want to. Slow down.
I'm happy to report that no officers were hurt during the incident, and the Texas Rangers are now investigating the case. Reporting live in the newsroom, Lupi Zapata, Local 2 News.
Developing tonight, a correctional officer found dead at the Robertson Prison Unit northeast of Abilene. The Texas Department of Criminal Justice ruled it a homicide. The victim, 55-year-old correctional officer Mary Johnson, who has been working at the prison since 2009.
In a line of duty situation, it's a tragedy, and the department takes it very seriously.
Behind the tall chain link fence and the razor wire at the Robertson Prison Unit, a homicide investigation is underway.
Around 3 o'clock Saturday morning, a correctional officer by the name of Mary Johnson was found unresponsive in the kitchen area of the French Robertson unit.
The officers that found Johnson immediately started life-saving measures. She was then transported to Hendrick Medical Center,
where she was pronounced deceased a short time later.
The Texas Rangers, along with the Office of the Inspector General, are conducting a criminal investigation into the moments that led to Johnston's death.
And we're going to do everything we can to ensure that whoever did this to Ms. Johnson is brought to justice and dealt with accordingly.
It's a maximum security unit. Those things happen. You don't like for them to happen, but they happen.
Maurice Williams works as a volunteer at the prison. We spoke to him after he learned about the death.
Just, you got guys doing life sentences, don't care. And, God could possibly say the wrong thing and the guy having a bad day.
Family driving far distances to see their loved ones were turned away. We spoke to one family who wished to remain off camera that drove all the way from El Paso.
Because we do have a crime scene inside the French Robertson unit, we do not want to have anything that would taint or cause a problem with the investigation.
The Texas Department of Criminal Justice says the loss of this correctional officer is felt by the entire department, and they will be working diligently to bring justice to the Johnson family.
And tonight, Governor Greg Abbott releasing a statement on the death of the correctional officer, saying Texas will ensure the perpetrator receives swift justice, and the TDCJ has been instructed to take all necessary measures to enhance the safety of their staff to prevent such tragedies. And Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick also releasing a statement today, saying in part, at a time when law enforcement officer deaths are becoming more common, I urge all Texans to remember that these brave men and women risk their lives daily to protect ours. And bringing it back here to the basin, one woman with a week-long mission to love across the basin, giving hundreds of free hugs and acts of kindness. Veronica Hernandez says after the Dallas shooting, she promised herself she'd do something nice every day. So she set up shop from Odessa to Midland, sharing hugs, free snacks, and water. She says she wants to give people something positive to talk about after tragedy struck the state.
It's just getting bad out here, and we're better than that. There's still love. God is still alive. I want people to know that there's still humanity out here.
Hernandez wants to continue spending her free time helping others in any way she can. From hugs to hot coffee, meeting for a cup of joe, an event the Midland Police Department has been hosting for 2 years. Coffee with a cop. But this year brewed a different conversation in light of the recent police and officer shootings happening in our country. Some came to support Midland police officers. Others voiced concerns about what's happening in cities across the country.
It's sad what happened there, and we don't want it here. We do love one another, we do like one another, and it's time for everyone to get along.
Something the Midland Police Department's always recognized as being important is that interaction and that bond and relationship with the community.
The Midland Police Department says they're open to holding a forum with community members in the near future. And speaking of police officers, 2 Amarillo officers made a 6-year-old boy's day, and he wants to do the same for others when he grows up. Let's take a look.
This picture still makes 6-year-old Trey smile following a meeting with his role models.
We had just left the Toot and Totem, and so he jumps from the back seat, stands up, takes the seatbelt off. He was like, "You gotta go back." And I was like, "For what?" And he was like, "The cops, go tell them that I want to be one of them when I grow up."
Trey's right ear never developed when he was born, something he's been teased about and battled an 11-hour reconstruction surgery for. The experience making him pretty shy.
We finally got him to get out of the car, and they had talked to him and told him, "Do you want to be a cop?" They're like, "Oh, we got something for you." So they went to their car, got a badge out for him, and told him whenever he was ready that they'll be waiting for him at the police station.
Trey's mom says in light of recent events, her son's desire to be a police officer shows that he doesn't see the evil that goes on, but only the positive, just like Officer Johnson and Matthews showed.
It's awesome. It really is, especially the young ones like that are still kind of have their blinders on and all that. They don't current political climate what it is. I hope we can get the young and the brave in here and get them doing what we do.
We need more kids like that, and we have a lot. Amarillo has a real good support system with everybody. And just tell parents not to be afraid to tell their kids the police are good.
Every time I ask him, "Why do you want to be a police officer?" he tells me, "Because I want to save lives." So that lets me know I'm doing something right.
As for Trey, he has one word to describe how the experience made him feel.
Happy. Now, Trey's mom says that badge is safely tucked away in a sock drawer where no one can touch it. That's a great story right there. Imagine Imagine pulling a 50,000-pound fire truck and flipping a 550-pound tire. Well, some of our bravest right here in the Tall City did just that today. The Midland Fire Department teamed up with Heroes Fitness for the Strong Man and Woman competition. MFD's portion of the proceeds will benefit the department's new community risk reduction program. Men had to also drag a 200-pound mannequin while the women drug a 75-pound one. Wow. Pretty awesome stuff right there. And staying in Midland tonight, are you heading out to catch Pokemon this weekend? Well, the police department wants to share a few Poke tips on how to stay safe while having fun. Some of these are just plain common sense, but here we go. Make sure you keep an eye on your surroundings, especially when crossing the street. Try to travel in pairs and don't let capturing the creatures distract your driving. For years, we've paid for tickets to watch Summer Mummers and throw popcorn at Midland's Yucca Theater. But what happens backstage before the actors take the stage? The cast and crew invited Local 2 News to take a peek behind the curtain and witness and be a part of all the rituals and traditions performed backstage, and many of these customs part of the show for 68 years.
What happens if you miss your line or you say it wrong?
Well, Tim Rosborough, who's been the hero for many, many years, will go like this, and a stage manager will throw a script at him.
Join us for our special assignment tomorrow at 10 as we go backstage of one of the longest-running melodramas in the country, Summer Mummers. We are your local election headquarters. Donald Trump formally introduced Indiana Governor Mike Pence as his running mate today. Governor Pence noted for message discipline while bringing social conservatism to the ticket. It was Pence who signed into law Indiana's Religious Freedom Bill, which said businesses had the right to decline participating in same-sex marriages.
You have a really good governor here. You have a nice guy, and he's a good governor.
Supporting Donald Trump because we need change in this country.
Pence served as a two-term congressman in the U.S. House and quickly rose to prominence by taking on top House leadership positions. Still to come here on Local 2 News at 10, a mix of feature films and innovative pieces, and it's all in a remote part of West Texas. More on the Marfa Film Festival ahead.
And we still have a chance of seeing these triple-digit heat temperatures continuing tomorrow, but the highs drop down into the 90s starting on Monday. We'll also keep those breezy conditions for tomorrow. Find out more on weather next.
$5 Sonic Boombox gives you a lot for $5.
Yeah, and Abraham Lincoln would be very proud of this. It's an honest deal.
And they named one of the sides after his wife.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, Mary Tots Lincoln.
The $5 Sonic Boombox featuring a loaded cheddar dog, junior cheeseburger, side, and a drink. This is how you Sonic.
Steak 42 is more than just mouth-watering steaks. Steak 42 is your place for lunch, dinner, and happy hour. For lunch, enjoy a thick, juicy burger, this tasty turkey ham and cheese club, or try a healthier alternative with this arugula steak salad. For dinner, this is not your mama's pork chop. Look at this thick, succulent chop. And of course, we have steaks, ribeyes, fillets, and much more. Join us every day for happy hour with great drink selections. Steak 42, located at 911 South Big Spring Street in Midland.
The Midland County Horseshoe Amphitheater is proud to present a very special evening with Arista Nashville RCA recording artist Cam. With special guest Alyssa Michaela, benefiting the West Texas Food Bank. Tickets on sale now. Bring a can of food and receive $2 off the ticket prices. Go to MidlandCountyHorseshoe.com today to get your tickets. Come out and experience your new amphitheater. Help out the West Texas Food Bank while enjoying live music from Cam. It's an evening you won't want to miss.
Need a vacation? Yeah, we hear ya. Enter the Local 2 Summer Fun Getaway. 2 families will win 4 tickets to Schlitterbahn, the premier Texas water park. Go now to yourbasin.com to enter and for contest details.
Hello, I'm Rebecca Jeffrey.
And I'm John Mayer. Welcome to Good Day.
We cover your news
and your weather.
We're Basin Trusted, Basin Proud.
So you're ready to start your day.
And prepared for a change in the forecast.
So you can have a good day.
Your good day starts weekday mornings at 5 a.m.
Thanks for this Oreo caramel shake, Kara.
Caramel for Kara. That makes sense.
And Janine for peanut butter.
I don't get it. Why?
Because she reminds me of my ex-girlfriend Janine, who was nuts.
23 real ice cream shakes, all half price after 8 p.m. This is how you Sonic.
Now, your Local 2 Weather Authority forecast.
Welcome back, guys. Ryan Martin joining us now. Ryan, maybe it was just me, but I didn't feel like it was that bad outside today. Do we have anything to look forward to? Is it going to cool down?
Yes, the temperatures are still hot outside, but there's only going to be room for improvement because these temperatures right now only going to get lower. Nothing like those unbearable conditions we saw last week. And let's get to it and show you that right now. Yes, health index for today, low for tree pollen. Grass is the only thing that's moderate. We're still low for mold and weeds, and this is all courtesy of Dr. John D. Bray. You can visit his website at www.johndbraymd.com. Now, looking at the almanac for today, right on 100 for our high, 5 degrees above our normal of 95, and also 5 degrees below our record of 105, and only 2 degrees above our average for our low at 72 degrees compared to 70, which is our average. Now, right now, temperatures in the high 80s. Honestly, if you're heading out tonight, this is ideal temperatures. High 80s, seeing wind speeds at 13 miles an hour, so a decent breeze going on, and also dry conditions too at 26%. None of that sticky stuff like you see over in East Texas with that heavy humidity. But right now, seeing temperatures lower 80s over in Big Spring, 82, then seeing 80s up in Hobbs and seeing 80s in Alpine. But for the most part, you're seeing low 90s throughout the rest of the Permian Basin, seeing 93, 92 down in Big Bend and Presidio, and then seeing 90 degrees right on the mark over in Wink. Now, tomorrow, we're going to see the 80s until about noon to 1 p.m. That's when we're going to get into the 90s tomorrow. And then we do have a chance of getting into the hundreds in the late afternoon hours, but most likely, we're going to be staying in those 90s, but 100 degrees is still the high for tomorrow, so we do have a chance of seeing triple-digit heat, but fortunately, most of the day going to be seeing 90-degree temperatures, and that's the case for Monday. Going to stay in the 90s on Monday, so good news in the temperature department coming up in the next couple of days. Right now, throughout the Lone Star State, mostly seeing 80s. We do have a couple 90s, 94 in Del Rio, 93 in El Paso, but then seeing the 80s just to the north of us and seeing the low 80s along the coast, but we are seeing high 80s over in Dallas-Fort Worth. And on the satellite radar, really not seeing too much in the Lone Star State, mostly clear skies. We saw some thunderstorms earlier in Jeff Davis County and up in southeastern New Mexico, but all of that's cleared out and we're seeing nothing but clear skies throughout the Permian Basin. And the good sign is too that this week, with the temperatures not nearly as hot as last week, we're not going to be seeing those scorching hot temperatures by day and then those severe thunderstorms by night. So that's another thing to look forward to this week. Wind speeds right now, good breeze all throughout the basin, seeing 15 in Fort Stockton, 14 in Alpine, 15 in Marfa, 17 in Pecos, and then 12 over in Hobbs. So a pretty decent breeze all throughout the Permian Basin, and seeing wind gusts in the 20s. Pecos, Fort Stockton, Alpine down to 17, and then seeing 23 over in Dryden. While peak gusts for today got all the way up to 35 in Big Spring, but just about everywhere else we stayed in the 20s throughout the Central Basin. We did see 17 in Marfa, so a little bit calmer down in the Trans-Pecos, and especially down by the border. You can see 8 in the Big Bend, 23 in Alpine for peak gusts for today. And not really much on the humidity side, very dry throughout the basin. Usually we see these humidity levels a little bit drier over in the west, but that's not the case. They're more even with us right now, though we are seeing a little more humidity in Big Spring at 33%, and then seeing 18 down in Presidio. That's the driest area in the Permian Basin. Now let's get to your regional forecast for tonight. Temperatures in the northern basin, going to be seeing a mild night, high 60s, a couple 70s, 71 in Jowell, 74 in Andrews, 70 in Big Spring. Going to go into the 60s in Seminole, though. Then tomorrow, high 90s, low 100s, the possibility, but expect most of these temperatures to stay in the 90s all through tomorrow in the northern basin. And then going into the Central Basin, mid-70s tonight, low 70s in Rankin, 73, Big Lake, 72, Cope Ranch, 72. Then tomorrow, do have a chance of seeing the hundreds, but for the most part, we're going to be seeing 90s all day. We just have that small chance of seeing triple-digit heat in the late afternoon hours. And then going into the Trans-Pecos tonight, 73 in Fort Stockton, 73 in Bakersfield for the low. Then tomorrow, 100 in Fort Stockton, 100 in Bakersfield. Going into the mountains, 65 in Marfa tonight. If you're wrapping up the last couple of days of the Marfa Film Festival, mid-60s tonight for the low, then tomorrow low 90s. So a very beautiful time to be watching the movies in Marfa, and then 103 in Presidio tomorrow. That's going to be the hottest area in the Permian Basin. Now the 7-day forecast, this is good news, a lot of good news. See, we have the warm icon back out, though it's coming back next Saturday, but that's a while from now. We get to enjoy these highs dropping down into the 90s Monday all the way through Friday. So one more day of the possibility of triple-digit heat. Then we're in the 90s, so still hot. Take the same, heat precautions you normally would with water, sunscreen, staying cool, but it's not going to be unbearable like it was last week.
And Ryan, like you said, gorgeous temperatures at night if you're out at the Marfa Film Festival. You actually were out in Marfa earlier this week.
It was a lot of fun, but unfortunately those very hot temperatures were sticking around when I was there.
Yes, you were out there at the those peak times where those triple digits were out.
I wish I was there tonight because it would be a lot more fun.
I've been to Marfa, beautiful little quaint town.
One of the coolest
towns. It's a lot of fun.
In America.
A lot of fun. Now, Ryan, unfortunately, you're not going to like this news too much. But coming up here on Local 2 News at 10, looks like Pokemon fans had to find something else to occupy their time. Pokemon Go, a no-go today. The app crashes, causing meltdowns around the world. Could hackers be responsible? We'll tell you coming up.
Know of a community event or news story? Then contact us. You can call 432-563-4421. Email news@kmid.tv. Like us on Facebook at Local2News-KMID. And follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Local2News-KMID.
All furniture for the new set is provided by Carter's.
We've all got that one friend. Bring her out to Rollin' Sevens Ranch for grillin' and chillin' every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night. Once you find us, you'll never forget us.
After 30 years at Local 2 and forecasting your weather, one thing's for sure. We've been through a lot together. Droughts, severe storms, backyard barbecues. Heck, I even had hair at one point. Sexy. But no matter what else changes, Local 2 and I are always dedicated to local weather coverage that impacts you.
Local 2, your local weather authority.
Summertime means sun's out, bun's out. Local 2 wants to fire up the grill for you and your family. To enter the Backyard Barbecue Contest, go to yourbasin.com/contest for a weekly chance to barbecue with the Local 2 weather team and for a chance at a grand prize from Mattress City. Backyard Barbecue is sponsored by H-E-B, White House Meat Market, and Mattress City.
With all the options out there, surfing the web for local content can feel overwhelming. But not anymore, because Local 2, Fox 24, and Estrella TV have partnered together to create YourBasin.com, the ultimate local online destination. Powered by 3 stations, it's the one-stop home for your news, weather, and sports. Plus, get even more with your contests, your local pros, your business directory, your entertainment, and your local events. Find it all at YourBasin.com, your local online destination. Have a burning question you'd like to ask a pro? If so, Local 2 wants to connect you to local professionals in your area.
Hello, I'm David Lumpkin, the director of the Sylvan Learning Center of Midland, Odessa, where we inspire success through personal learning. We're excited to be your local pro. Please visit us at sylvanlearning.com or go to yourbasin.com for more information.
Just click on the Sections tab, select Local Pros, choose a featured professional, and have your questions answered today.
Basin trusted, Basin proud. You're watching Local 2 News at 10 in HD.
Welcome back. Talented filmmakers and international press all traveling to a remote corner of West Texas for one of the most popular film festivals. The Marfa Film Festival, back for its 9th year of innovative filmmaking. It's 5 days of screening a mix of features, music videos, and experimental pieces. We spoke with a first-time attendee as well as a local business who loves to see new faces in town.
It's just a really cool town. Like, it's so beautiful, and there's so many, like, picture opportunities and just like filmmaking opportunities. Like, makes me want to come and do a movie here.
Anytime there's a national event in town, it creates a certain buzz. We're meeting a lot of interesting people from all over the country.
The festival concludes on Sunday. From Marfa to marching bands over in Kermit, you've probably been hearing loud bangs and squeals during the last 3 weeks, but don't worry, it's just a professional marching band gearing up for the performance of a lifetime. Horizon Drum and Bugle Corps, a West Texas-based professional marching band in the Sound Sports Circuit of Drum Corps International, gearing up for their biggest performance of the summer season, the DCI Southwest Championships in San Antonio.
The idea of Drum Corps is this huge, almost international thing that's going on right now, and we thought that there's no reason why our West Texas students can't get that opportunity as well.
The group, 40 members strong, double the amount during their inaugural season last year. They're competing against bands with an average of 100 members in size, but the group says they're ready to roll. And how about marching into shape this summer? It's all about constant movement under an orange glow. Orange Theory Fitness based off heart rate interval training. The idea, constant movement, helping to burn calories up to 36 hours after the class. And the ever-changing routine keeps exercise enthusiasts coming back to the Tell City studio.
Really, the biggest science and the biggest difference between us and any place around here is going to be that heart rate monitor that everybody wears throughout the entire class.
Now tune in tomorrow night right here on Local 2 News at 10 to hear about a Midland man's incredible transformation from the fitness class. All right, Tara Talmadge joining us now to talk a little sports. And speaking of working up a sweat, I'm sure people going out to Security Bank Ballpark to catch a little Pokemon will definitely be doing that tomorrow.
I know. I don't even have the app, but I'm thinking about getting it for tomorrow because it's going to be some fun. But right across the street, we were having a soccer game today, and it was pretty exciting. Coming up next on your Local 2 Sports, a division championship is 1 win away. Can the Sockers pull it off? Find out when we come back.
Now through Tuesday, shop the Rooms to Go store-wide mattress sale and get ready to sleep better thanks to this special offer. Buy a king-size mattress set for the price of a queen set. That's a king for the price of a queen. Starting at an amazing $699. Choose from 4 great brands. Plus get great savings on mattresses throughout the store. And special interest-free financing until 2021 on High Comfort and Tempur-Pedic. That's now through Tuesday at the Rooms to Go store-wide mattress sale.
The Midland County Horseshoe Amphitheater is proud to present a very special evening with Arista Nashville RCA recording artist Cam. With special guest Alyssa Michaela, benefiting the West Texas Food Bank. Tickets on sale now. Bring a can of food and receive $2 off the ticket prices. Go to MidlandCountyHorseshoe.com today to get your tickets. Come out and experience your new amphitheater. Help out the West Texas Food Bank while enjoying live music from Cam. It's an evening you won't want to miss.
The world has changed. Getting connected is no longer a trend. It's a reality, and it's happening all around you. Leading you to wonder, how do you connect with your customers while staying ahead of the digital revolution? Tactive Digital is the partner you can rely on to help navigate the ever-evolving digital marketing landscape. Targeted digital strategies for your evolving digital needs. For your free digital analysis, visit tactivedigital.com.
Contact your local representative now.
Your Local 2 Sports.
Welcome into your Local 2 Sports. I'm Tara Talmadge. 1 more win. That's all the Sockers need to win the Mid-South Division title. But as always, easier said than done. The Sockers already locked up a playoff berth with a win over Oklahoma City on Friday. But can they win the division? Sockers with the ball, and Isaac Sanchez saves it from going out, kicks it inside to Grant Mobley, who goes in for the header, but it's just a little too wide. No worries, though. Minutes later, Fernando Machado takes a penalty kick, and it's in. The ball slips by the goalkeeper, and the Sockers go up 1-0. Definitely an exciting moment there. OKC wasn't going down without a fight, though. The energy with the corner kick, and Josh Taylor hits a hard shot into the upper right corner of the goal, tying the game up at 1. Sadly, OKC pulled out ahead and take a 2-1 win over Midland, clinching the Mid-South Division title, and the Sockers will be the #2 seed in the playoffs. But staying in the Basin today, former NFL running back LaDainian Tomlinson closed out his 2-day football camp at Midland Christian. The 5-time Pro Bowler and former NFL MVP worked with youngsters, teaching them the correct and safe way to play football. And while Tomlinson isn't from the Basin, he says holding a football camp here was a must.
When you think about Odessa and Midland, and even, 2 hours away, Abilene, those schools dominated competition in Texas high school. And so it was a no-brainer for me to come back to this area just to get people excited about football, about what's coming up this season. Come out here and look at these kids. This is the future. This is what we want to see in Texas high school football.
And from the gridiron to the diamond, the Midland Rockhounds taking on the Missions in San Antonio tonight. Hounds led the series 2-1 coming into tonight, but completely get shut out. The Missions take a 1-0 win to split the series. The Hounds will be back in town tomorrow night, though, to play Corpus Christi at 6. But tomorrow's game will have an added bonus. Security Bank Ballpark will be hosting a Pokemon Go event before the game. The gates will open at 5 p.m., allowing fans to roam the outfield and concourse as they try to catch them all on the popular app. $5 tickets will also be available for anyone who shows the app at the box office. And speaking of the Rockhounds, today a former Hound, Ryan Healy, literally knocked one out of the park. Take a look at it. The Oakland A's were down 2-1 against the Blue Jays with runners on second and third. Healy takes R.A. Dickey's knuckleball deep to left field, and Healy's first career MLB hit goes for a 3-run home run. His family seems to be pretty pumped about it, too. The A's go on to win the game 5-4. And staying with baseball, Rangers pitcher Yu Darvish back on the mound today as they take on the Cubs at Wrigley Field. Bottom of the third, Cubs down 1-0 with runner on first and second. Anthony Rizzo doubles to right field, and Miguel Montero and Tommy La Stella score. Cubs take a 2-1 lead. Then we're on to the bottom of the sixth. Same score, runners on first and second. And Matt Scherzer hits a single to center field. Jason Hayward scores, and the Cubs go up 3-1, taking a victory over the Rangers. But despite the loss, guys, today it was deemed a success for Yu Darvish, who struck out 9 batters over 4 innings. And Mickey Spagnola is coming to town. Our Dallas Cowboys insider will be in the Tall City next week. He'll stop by the Cowboys Pro Shop Friday in the Midland Mall at noon. Spagnola will bring us exclusive Cowboys insight throughout the upcoming football season. Definitely excited about that and the Pokemon Go event.
Tara, LaDainian Tomlinson, say that 3 times fast. I think his name would make for a great tongue twister.
I just go with LT. It's much easier.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So much easier. And what a great opportunity for those kids to attend his camp.
Oh, I know. They looked like they were having so much fun.
Absolutely. And you and I might have to head out to the Pokemon Go event at Security Bank tomorrow.
Yeah, we might have to actually
We're going to download the apps, and then we're gonna head out there.
Yeah,
sounds like a lot of fun.
Come join us.
Thank you, Tara. We'll be right back after this.
A good neighbor is more than an acquaintance. A good neighbor is more than a friend.
A good neighbor is welcoming and makes you feel like family.
Helpful, kind, caring, supportive. In an emergency, you can count on your neighbors.
Day or night, at Neighbors Emergency Center.
Your doctors.
Your neighbors.
The Midland County Horseshoe Amphitheater is proud to present a very special evening with Arista Nashville RCA recording artist, Cam. With special guest Alyssa Michaela, benefiting the West Texas Food Bank. Tickets on sale now. Bring a can of food and receive $2 off the ticket prices. Go to MidlandCountyHorseshoe.com today to get your tickets. Come out and experience your new amphitheater. Help out the West Texas Food Bank while enjoying live music from Cam. It's an evening you won't want to miss.
$1 over invoice on every 2016 Kelly Grimsley Honda. This is a limited time offer from Kelly Grimsley Honda. Take immediate delivery of any 2016 Kelly Grimsley Honda and you'll pay $1 over invoice. And with every new purchase, you'll receive free lifetime oil changes and state inspections. Plus hundreds of drastically reduced pre-owned vehicles. Call 33 Honda now or click KellyGrimsleyHonda.com. $1 over invoice exclusively at Kelly Grimsley Honda on JBS Parkway.
Our motto is, it cannot be explained, it must be experienced.
It's an historic yearly production, and Local 2 Stephanie Sobek takes a look at Summer Mummers from Behind the Curtain. A special assignment Sunday at 10 p.m.
Are you a friendly, hard-working individual with a passion for sales? If this sounds like you, then Local 2 wants your resume. We are now hiring account executives and seek experienced applicants. Just apply to the email address on your screen.
All right, one last look at your 7-day forecast, and we got good news here. One more day of triple-digit heat, and then we get a break from it the next couple days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all the way to Friday, below 100 degrees, high 90s. Good news.
Well, this is not good news. Pokemon Go was a no-go as it launched in 26 new countries today. Some hackers say they are responsible for the game crashing during its massive worldwide rollout. It was originally launched on July 7th, but it was only available in 8 countries until today. The company behind Pokemon says on its website it's working to fix server issues, and I know Ryan's pretty upset about that.